Okay, so I'm going to show the forming the amino acids from peptides using peptide bonds, and this is the one that Dr. H explained as when you have the alpha carbon pointing up, you have the R group pointing towards you. So here's our ALA, SCR, and valine, and we have these alpha carbons over here with the R group. When they're pointing up, these R groups are pointing towards you, and we're going to take away these OHs and Hs, and they're going to come off as H2Os and form these peptide bonds. So when you take alanine and SCR, we have the OH over here, and we have this blue one is an N, and we have two H's, so that's NH2. And we're going to take off one of these H's and the OH over here. So now we have one H2O, and it's going to bind over here. So now we have to reconfigure it. So over here we have the alpha carbon pointing up on the first one, alpha carbon pointing down on the second one. So this is our alpha carbon pointing up, this is our alpha carbon pointing down, and now we can see that the R group points away from us now. So we have NH, and then we have alpha carbon, OH pointing away, and then we have the carbon with the double bond O. This is a hydrogen over here, and now we have this OH over here, which is corresponding to this OH right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So then we take this one, the valine, and we have an N, H2, and we have our OH over here. So as we did in the last one, take an H over here, take off the OH over here. Those are going to go make an H2O, bind that over here. So now let's reconfigure it again. So first alpha carbon pointing up, and the functional group, the R group pointing towards you. And then we have this NH in the middle. That's a bond in between them. And then the second alpha carbon pointing down, and the R group pointing away from us. And then we have the C double bond O. And then our third bond is our NH over here. And then we have our alpha carbon on the last one pointing up, because it goes up, down, up. And then you have the R group pointing towards you when it's pointing up. And then to finish it off, you have a C double bond O and OH. So if I can get this to line up, I can point out the alpha carbons. Let me zoom out again. So you have your first alpha carbon pointing up, R group pointing towards you. This is the bond in between, the NH. Second alpha carbon pointing down, R group pointing away from you. It's more of your molecule. And then third bond and second bond and third alpha carbon pointing up, and then the R group pointing towards you.